All right, welcome, traders. You welcome to my screen. So my name is Ekeru Daniel, um, a 20-year-old forex trader. Been in this space for the past 3 years. Yeah, I've been in this space for the past 3 years. So you all welcome to my screen. So is yet another episode of my analysis of my forex weekly analysis with Ekeru Daniel. So this we are going to today we are going to be looking at XAUUSD. What's XAUUSD saying for the week? What are we looking at for the week? How are we going to make money from XAUUSD? How are we going to make money from gold this week? So this is forex trading. We buy, we sell, we make money, we lose money. But for us, whether we buy, whether we sell, we making money. It's all blues for us. It's all blues. So you're welcome. So basically, we are going to be looking at XAUSD and an analysis on XAUXD. So what's going to be our weekly forecast and what we're going to be watching out for the week. Mind you, in forex trading, it's not all about the quantity of trades you take. It's a matter of quality trades. It's a matter of quality trade. And what we do here is that we analyze our market, and with patience and focus, we execute our quality setup. Most of our setups here are A+. So just stick around, grab some popcorn, and just pay attention to every details in what we're about to say in today's video. So XAUXD today. So let's start without wasting much of our time. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. So we are going to be looking at XAUUSD from the higher time frame. So basically, we are doing a top-down analysis. We do analysis from the monthly chart. We go to the weekly, daily, forward. What I trade basically smart money concept. We combine the smart money concept and extract cool cash from the market. Yeah, you know the drill. Now we go. We basically map out our structure. We want to be knowing what the market. We want to know what the market is doing, what the market is saying at the time, so that we get our directional bias every single day when we look at the chart as day traders or probably intraday traders. That we are. Yes, so it's very important that we pay attention to the market structure first. If the market is bullish, if the market is bearish. So when the market is bullish, we want to be seeing series of higher highs and higher lows. So we want to be looking at buying. So we all know this. And when the market is bearish, we want to be seeing series of lower lows and lower highs and lower lows. I want to be looking at structures being broken. When I mean structures being broken, that's our first line of action. We want to be seeing break of structures, change of character, market shift, and some of all those things. We know them. So even as we are doing the video, as I'm doing the video with you guys, I'm going to be exposing you guys to all of these concepts: break of structures, market structure shift, change of character. So if you are new here, just stick around. Trend line, we use all of these things. So without any further ado, let's just dive into the weekly forecast for XAUUXD. So for the monthly charts, for the longest time, XAUUXD has been bullish, and 2025 is very, very insane. It has been screaming bullish all through 2025. So all through 2025, XAUUXD bullish on the monthly chart. So what are we seeing? We are not seeing anything going down. We are seeing this guy going up. So it has tendencies of keep pushing up. So for the short time, for the time being, we want to be looking at buying XAUUXD instead of selling, because when we are trying to sell, it's just like catching a shooting star. So we want to be avoiding that. So now XAUUXD on the weekly chart, what do we have here? What do we have on XAUUXD on the weekly time frame? All bullish. So let's move now to our daily time frame. So basically, this is where the work starts for us as intraday traders. So we want to be looking at what the structures is saying. The market is bullish actually, and in a bullish market, you want to be seeing things like this. Let me take my trend line to let me do this, make it continuous. So you want to be seeing something like this. You want to be seeing series of higher lows, and higher what? Highs. Higher lows. Sorry for that. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs. So you can see continuously the market should be giving us higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So for us to know that if we want to keep buying, this is a clear buy structure. So we want to be seeing the market giving us series of higher highs and what? Higher lows. So can we map that on our chart? Let's now check for that. If we can see that the market is actually giving us higher highs and higher lows on our chart. So if you just shrink the back down and okay, sorry for that. So let's say we want to start from somewhere around here. We can say okay, this, let's take from this point a higher low, higher high, higher low. We can call this an higher low. You can see this. We can go see an higher high here, higher low. You can see this again, and higher high and higher low. You can see a higher from here. You can see an higher high, and high under higher low here. And we're expecting that the market give us what? Another higher high. So the market is not picture, or the market is not never that perfect. You understand? So you just want to be we just want to have the idea that in a bullish market, market should be giving us series of what? Higher highs and higher lows. Why? In a bullish market, the higher highs are always broken. So that's and for so long as the highs are always broken, that's an indication that the market is still bullish, and we want to be what? Buying. We want to be buying. That's an indication that the market is still bullish, and we want to be keep buying for so long as every highs are always broken. So let me illustrate that for you. If for those of us that don't know what a break of structure actually look like, you can see this. Let's use this structure now to be our bullish structure. So you can see the market here broke structure. This is swing. This is a higher high, and you can see this. There's a clear break of structure here, so we call that a break of structure. Can you see? We call that a break of structure. So we can pick another point here. We can see this again. This is a higher high. It was broken, and we call this a break of structure also. Can you see? We can pick again. You see this. This is what? A clear break of structure. So as you can see, the market is giving us series of break of structures to the upside. So this is an indication that this is a bullish market. This market is a bullish market, and that's what Xauusd has been screaming for us for the longest time. Xauusd, guys, is bullish. Xauusd, guys, is bullish. So I'm very sorry, I'm using my phone, and so some of us that are saying, oh, can I do forex trading without a laptop? You can see it here. The testimony is, of course, you can start forex trading with just your mobile phone. All right, so now this is what we have. This is a structure on Xauusd. This is a structure on Xauusd, bullish for the week, no doubt bullish for the week. So what are we looking at for? So let us map out from what we can see on our chart. These are most recent break of structure. These are most recent break of structure to the upside. These are most recent break of structure to the upside. So map this out as a break of structure. Map this out as a break of structure. So map that out as our what? Break of structure officially. So, and for every break of structure, the last candle, let's now scroll down to the far time frame to look for the other blocks. We'll scroll down to the far time frame to look for the other block responsible for that break of structure. The last candle, the last down candle responsible for that break of structure before the impulsive move. And using our 2 bar, this is the last candle responsible for that break of structure. So we are lighting this, and then we have to what, extend and wait for price patiently to tap into that other block to continue the what, bullish trend. And obviously with what you can see, price successfully came in, tap into the other block, boom, and ever since then price has dished out a significant what, push to the upside. So our attention is now going to be from this price range, from this price range as our what, most recent swing low, and at this point we're looking at what, our swing high, our most recent swing low, and at that point we are looking at our what, swing high. So now that was actually, and this high should be broken for us. So that's our target. This 3,501.97, that's the target for XAUXD. So we're expecting to see UXD push up to that zone and TP some guys that caught the buy right from this other block from the far time frame. So as I said, all of our mappings, our market structure mappings, is going to be done on far time frame, because as for me, I prefer trading from the 4-hour time frame, because you see, when a supported level holds on higher time frame, it tends to do a stronger work than a support level holding on lower time frames like the 15 minutes chart or probably 30 minutes chart or some people 5 minutes charts. So from, I think I do my analysis basically from when we do top down, from the weekly we get our, from the monthly we get our directional bias, the weekly time frame we scale down to the daily and 4-hour time frame where we do our analysis. Basically we are why we do all of these things is to get the directional bias, to know where the market direction is coming from, where the liquidity is coming from, and where it should be deposited. So that's why we have to be very, very conscious about that. So price has tapped into the bullish order block responsible for the break of structures from the daily time frame, and the momentum has started. So we're going to be starting doing an analysis from this zone up to this very moment. So we're going to be paying attention to what price has done. You see, when price gets to this most recent swing high, the price actually has to retrace into that other, this bullish order block before it starts pushing up again. Price turned bearish and tapped into the bullish order block, and the bullish order block has actually done its work. So it's pushing price up to actually clear this bullish swing high there, that higher high there. So that's what we're actually aiming at. So we are going to pay attention to what price has done from this range. We're going to pay attention to what price has done from this range. Are you getting it now? So now let's see what price has done from this zone. We could see that price was actually bearish from here. Price was actually bearish. The price was bearish, and here we had a change of character. At this point we have a change of character. We have a change of character at this zone. So we're going to map this out and name it a change of character. And see, price has clearly done that. And after that, we see that price have given us a change of character. We map out our origin responsible for that change of character, the last candle before the break. So here we go. And here we have it. You see, price has actually tapped into the origin response for that break and change of character, and now price is actually what, pushing up. Price is pushing up. And here we have another break of structure. Well, most times a minor break of structure. This is a minor break of structure. Most of the time, I don't really consider this as a break of structure, because it didn't give me that impulsive movement, like that big bar, like this kind of candles. Now a long bar, I need to see that. That's one of my preferences to break of structures most of the time. So now here we go, we have another break of structure here. This is the most recent break of structure. Okay, so is our most recent break of structure, and now the origin responsible for that break of structure, the last candle before that break of structure, you could see. So it has been a fight when price tapped into this level. You could see it has clearly broken it. So where should XAUUXD be heading to? Where should XAUUXD be heading to? Alright, so using a trend line, let's see if we're still flowing, if that bullish trend is still going to hold from this zone. Sorry for that. So we could see that we are out of, there's a break, we have a break now, because since this other block has failed, it will actually turn in from other block, it will actually turn, this does not turn to a bearish breaker block. This has actually turned to a breaker block. Since the other block can't hold it, it has actually turned a bearish breaker block. For now, best believe XAUUXD is going, we are going to see more shorts. We are going to be taking more shorts. So this other block has been broken. This other block has been broken. And we've now seen that our other block has actually shifted into, this guy has shifted into a breaker block, a bearish, let's name this, okay, we should name this can't we name it? We can now test on this guy. So that should be our breaker block. So we're expecting to see that price push back there and drop. Where is it? If it's dropping, where should XAUUXD drop to? Best believe we are not still done with the origin yet. There is still a other block, because the impulsive move, this long impulsive move, actually had its origin from this zone. So XAUUXD should actually fall into some sort, somewhere around this region, because we are not done. We are not, XAUUXD is actually not done there. So if we have to refine our other block there, we still have another, some sort of other blocks here. So XAUUXD have to fall to this zone, this zone, this zone. That's fall to this zone, because this guy left an imbalance here, left a fair value gap. It actually left a fair value gap here. You can see clearly we have a fair value gap here, the clear fair FVG present. We have our FVG present. We have our FVG. We have our fair value gap there present. Fair value gap. I don't know why this guy is not typing. A fair value gap present. After we're deleting this line. So that trend line actually give us indication that we are no longer, that the bullish guys is not actually ready to keep pushing further. So we have a fair value gap there, and we are expecting to see XA drop back into some sort of more discount zones before it actually push up to give us some sort of what boost to the upside. So we are expecting to see our long positions like this on XAU. stop loss here, and we are targeting this. And for the buys and for the sell side, we have this for the sell side. We have this for the sell side. We have this for the sell side for XAU UXD. Best believe, folks, XAU UXD is actually doing the job for us. For the week, XAU UXD is actually, so if you are going to be selling, you can sell XAU from this zone. If you want to be selling, you can sell XAU. You can sell XAU. If you want to be selling, you can